Welcome back to another video. It's so good to see your smiling face. And on this one, let's talk about why you should be playing pieces that you consider to be easy. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure that the notification bell is turned on so you're notified when I post anything and everything classical guitar. Now by the intro, you're probably like, wait, why would we want to go backwards, right? The whole idea is to advance and to play pieces that are harder so we grow. We always want to one-up ourselves and try to play a harder piece so we can get better abilities, better technique, all that kind of stuff. But I think that going the opposite direction is also just as beneficial. I'm not going to tell you what piece you should be playing or what piece is easy, because what I consider to be easy is different than you. Now, I might get some flack for this, but hear me out. Anytime we play a piece that's extremely easy, we're going to learn it pretty quickly. And in my case, I can get pretty bored of it because, I've already mastered it technically. Right? We always want to play a piece that's more technically difficult than the last. But by playing an easy piece, utilizing a technique that you've, mastered or are pretty good at, then you can really have fun with the piece and experiment with it. Instead of worrying about hitting the right notes and learning that technique that you're trying to get out of this piece, probably learn it in a day or maybe an hour or so, just really depending on your sight reading skills or memorization skills. But you can really take these easy pieces and really go crazy with them and kind of break the rules. So what do I mean by that? So if you take a look at some of the examples that I play in this piece, you can really have fun with, rubato, changing the dynamic levels. And let's say like an easy piece that you choose has the melody and the bass. Well, what would happen if you made one of the other voices the melody? I don't know, just have fun with it and try to be as creative as possible. So when an idea sparks, and you find that to be kind of interesting and sound kind of cool, you can take that idea and put it into the piece that you're currently working on. It's going to be a lot easier to practice on your dynamics, on your crescendos, whenever you're playing a piece that's really easy for you, so you don't have any technical challenges to work on. You can really focus on the music side. And I keep hitting this microphone. Not only that, but it's easy rep, and if someone just so happens to ask you play something, you're not fumbling through a piece that you just learned like a month ago or something. I mean, most of the time, people aren't going to know if it's easy or hard. They're just going to know that you played it well. That's really all that matters. And of course, these pieces are going to come up whenever you're going to start teaching. Believe me, this A minor etude by Carcassi, everyone's played it. Trust me. Okay, it's a little cliche at this point, but now one thing that I really like doing whenever I'm kind of going back and playing pieces that I consider to be easy, is really kind of change the fingerings around and see what kind of fingerings you can come up with that sound different, because changing the fingerings can really change the feel of the piece. Let's just take a look at the E on the first string. You can play that same note on 5 different strings, and they're all going to sound completely different. Every single time that I bring back like an old piece or something that I've played many, many years ago when I first started playing the guitar, I don't know, the music just feels completely different to me. You gain all this experience and all these ideas from all these new pieces, these more and more difficult pieces. And every time you go back, I don't know, you look at the piece differently. It sounds different to you. You can come up with different ideas. You hear things that you didn't hear before. I don't know, just kind of my experience on that. Do you feel that same way anytime that you bring a piece back that you haven't played in many, many years? You kind of just dust it off and you kind of run through a little bit. and it just sounds completely different, and they're just not really difficult anymore. So you can kind of have fun and bring out the artist in you and be creative with these pieces. I don't know, it's really enjoyable, and I love doing that kind of thing. So what kind of pieces are you going to brush off and kind of run through again and kind of have fun with and experiment? I'd really love to see what you do with these easy pieces. Well, that's it for me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll have all my links down in the description, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.